I don't think that this is practical and attainable for most people. Hello, welcome to the Mindful Minimalist Show. My name is Sarah. I'm a licensed educator, an expert declutterer, and a mental health warrior fighting the stigma. On this channel, we cover minimalism and mental health. If you want more information and inspiration on these topics, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to join our mindful family. Today we're talking about the new TV show on Netflix, Get Organized with the Home Edit. So today I'm going to give you guys some pro tips and tricks and overall themes that I took away from this show. Let me know down in the comments if you have already seen this show, if you have plans to watch it, or what your overall thoughts were of it as well. So what I got first of all, my overall impression from it first was, man, they want things to be very attractive. They are very interested in the aesthetic of the home. So yes, they want it to be organized, but they're not just throwing it in tubs and stacking them up and, tossing them in a closet or whatever. These ladies are serious on this show. So they're very big into organizing in a way that's attractive. My home is nowhere near as organized as that is. And one reason why is because I consider myself more of a minimalist, whereas this method of home edit is not so much about minimalism, but it is about organization. So I do want to touch on a little bit of the differences between the two of those for you today. One thing that I really do like that I think is a great trick from them, and is also a trick with minimalism as well, is to pull everything out whenever you are decluttering or when you're editing. That's really the term that they use for decluttering. It's basically going through your things, paring them down to either what you need or what you love, what you want to keep. So as they're editing, they pull everything out, which is something that I advocate for completely when I'm helping people minimizing their possessions in their homes. And I really think that's helpful because you have to pull everything out and see that whole mess, and you're like, do I really want to keep all of that? Maybe not. So that's a small thing that you can do that will have a big impact and will help you in a big way. One thing that I think is a really cool tip is to think about how you're going to organize your things. Are you going to organize it based on the category of item that it is? Are you going to organize something based on the color that it is? Are you going to organize something based on who it belongs to? There are a lot of different questions you can ask yourself, and these are different ways that they show that you can arrange and organize and store your possessions. Are you going to organize clothes by their colors, line up from light to dark? Or are you going to put your pants together, your shirts together, your dresses together? I personally like to keep my categories, my dresses, my shirts, my pants, whatever. Then I like to try to keep them organized by color within those groups. They are really big on having things organized by color, which I think is awesome. Me as a minimalist though, I tend to have black, white, gray, brown. You guys know that if you know anything about me. Like I said, they're very big on things being aesthetically pleasing, and that could be from a closet to a pantry to even your fridge. That's right. They even talk about organizing your fridge in a way that it almost looks like a complete pantry. You can have all sorts of containers that you can store your foods in. The fridges are beautiful. I wish my fridge looked like that, but it does not, sadly. And I just have to say, I think it's wonderful that these ladies are doing this, but I don't think that this is practical and attainable for most people. I know the average American really cannot afford to pay someone to come in and organize their entire home. Another thing, touching on the containers. In minimalism, we think it's kind of silly to go out and buy containers to store your things. No, because you're just bringing in more things when you bring in those containers. And this is something that these ladies are really advocates for, is using lots of different containers, storing things in so many different ways, organizing them in different ways. Whereas with minimalism, we really try to keep it simple. Now, there are a lot of things in common between the two. However, I still agree with more of the minimalist mindset than the home edit mindset that these ladies have. So I hope these these little tips and tricks and my overall feedback from the show has been helpful for you and enjoyable. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys for our next one. Bye!